Pastors. They are seen as spiritual giants, leaders of nations, voices of revival, and shepherds of millions. But behind the pulpit and the spotlight are hidden stories, unusual sacrifices, and shocking secrets that very few people know. Today, in this documentary, we take you on a journey through the untold side of 5 of the most influential pastors of our time. This is not gossip, this is revelation. These are the top 5 shocking secrets about famous pastors that will leave you speechless. We begin with Apostle Joshua Selman, one of the most sought-after teachers of the Word and a man whose ministry, Koinonia, has transformed lives across continents. But unlike most men of his caliber, Apostle Selman has made a radical choice. He has never married. For over 2 decades, he has chosen to live as a single man, completely devoted to the calling of ministry. In a world where pastors often emphasize the family as a foundation of leadership, Selman's decision has raised countless questions. Why has he remained unmarried? Was it a divine instruction? Was it personal conviction? Or was it a sacrifice demanded by destiny? To his followers, this choice has created a sense of mystery around him. His singleness is not about weakness, but consecration. Behind the scenes, Selman is known for an intense prayer life, long hours of study, and a lifestyle hidden in fasting and communion with God. Many who have encountered his teachings testify that his unusual consecration gives his words a weight that goes beyond intellect. Imagine the level of sacrifice it takes to give up companionship and family for the sake of a higher calling. For some, it is shocking. For others, it is inspiring. But one thing is certain: Joshua Selman's decision to remain single has set him apart as one of the most unique apostles of this generation. Next, we turn to Pastor Jerry Ease, the fiery convener of NSPPD, the largest online prayer movement in the world. Every morning at 7 a.m., millions gather online to declare with him, "What God cannot do does not exist." To many, Pastor Jerry is a bold, fiery, and unstoppable prophetic voice. But few people know that he once struggled with deep shyness and insecurity. As a young man, Jerry found it almost impossible to speak confidently in public. His timidity was so strong that it nearly silenced his destiny. Yet, through relentless prayer, hunger for God, and divine encounters, something shifted. The same man who once trembled at the thought of addressing a crowd now commands the attention of nations. His transformation is one of the most shocking untold stories in ministry today. Jerry's rise from a quiet, timid young man in Abia State, Nigeria, to a prophetic general shaking nations with prayer proves that God does not call the qualified, he qualifies the called. Behind the live streams and testimonies of healing are years of intercession, hidden tears, and countless sacrifices. His journey is not just about fire, it is about overcoming fear. And that is what makes Pastor Jerry's story both shocking and inspiring. We move now to Pastor Enoch Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Today, Adeboye is revered as a spiritual father, a man who leads one of the largest churches in the world. But before the pulpit, there was the classroom. Pastor Adeboye was a brilliant mathematician and university lecturer, with a promising academic career ahead of him. What surprises many is how a man so gifted in logic and formulas walked away from academia to embrace the unpredictable life of faith. His journey from mathematics to ministry reveals something profound. God can redirect a destiny in ways no one expects. From humble beginnings in poverty to becoming one of the most respected men of God in history, Adeboye's story carries weight. He once dreamed of academic success, but today, millions dream of sitting under his teachings. The discipline of mathematics gave him structure, but the fire of the Spirit gave him power. And it is this unique combination that makes his ministry stand out. From lecturer to global pastor, Adeboye is living proof that God uses every chapter of our lives, even the ones we think are behind us, to prepare us for the future. Now, let us talk about Bishop David Oyedepo, the founder of Living Faith Church, also known as Winners Chapel. Today, Oyedepo is synonymous with prosperity, wealth, and influence. But his story did not begin in abundance. It began in poverty. In his early days, Oyedepo struggled so deeply that he could not afford basic necessities. The same man who now preaches faith and prosperity once lived in lack so intense it could have broken him. But instead of breaking him, it built him. It forced him into unshakable faith, the kind of faith that would later define his entire ministry. His teachings on prosperity are not mere theories. They are born from lived experience. Nights of hunger turned into mornings of prayer. Days of lack turned into years of trust. And that trust became the foundation of one of the largest church networks in the world. His story is shocking not because of where he is today, but because of where he started. From poverty to prosperity, Bishop David Oyedepo is a testimony that faith truly works. Finally, we arrive at Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, the founder of Christ Embassy and one of the most eloquent preachers of our time. Known worldwide for his healing crusades and media empire, Pastor Chris carries a secret from his past that many do not know. Before ministry, he studied architecture. That background in creativity and design still shapes everything he does today. His ministry is not just spiritual, it is strategic. The same man who once studied blueprints and structures now builds systems, networks, and empires for the gospel. His architectural mindset explains the innovation, order, and creativity that have made Christ Embassy a global force. His story proves that God wastes nothing. Even the skills we gain outside ministry become tools in his hands. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome is not just a preacher. He is an architect of faith, designing spiritual systems that reach millions. These 5 men, Apostle Joshua Selman, Pastor Jerry Ease, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, Bishop David Oyedepo, and Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, carry secrets that shock, inspire, and challenge us. From Selman's radical decision to remain single, to Jerry E's transformation from timidity to fire, to Adeboye's journey from lecturer to global pastor, to Oyedepo's rise from poverty to prosperity, and Pastor Chris's architectural creativity, we see one truth. Behind every pulpit is a sacrifice, behind every sermon is a story, and behind every man of God is a journey that few have ever known. Which of these stories surprised you the most? Was it Selman's singleness? Jerry's hidden struggles? Adeboye's academic roots? Oyedepo's poverty? Or Pastor Chris's architectural influence? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more revelations, and share it so others can also discover the untold side of these great men of God.